Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you haven't before, my name is Amber. This is Three Little Owls. I don't have too much to do in today's video. I have some more 50Ps that I want to pop into our hedgehog. Lots of change that I need to get accounted for. And I think there's a £5 note that I want to stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope everybody has been well and has had a nice half term. If you're on it, ours is finished this week. So the kids go back to school on Monday. I just have, let me try to get this out. My hand is really sore. There we go. The clip on this cooling bag just broke tonight. I can't get it to stay shut all the way. So I'm just going to pop it out. I've been using that to separate my loose change from my pounds, 2 pounds and 50Ps, because I'm stuffing those separately. I did post, I think a couple days ago, that I've been doing my Build a Juicy buffer off camera, and my pound coins, just to keep me motivated, and that's really helped. Sorry for the mess, if you can see it. I'm still in my temporary setup, but we're getting there. So I will pop this up on top here for the time being. And oh, I don't have the right colors. Hold on. Of course I don't. Oh, that would mean I'm organized, wouldn't it? Right. These are our Build a Juicy buffer colors. I am missing my dark purple Sharpie because somebody misplaced it. Anyway, that's another story. So, we are coming along nicely because I've been adding to my segments every day I come home, which is good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 to add to our hedgehog today. If I'm talking quietly, 1, it's because Arthur is asleep on the bed next to me, and Annabelle isn't feeling the greatest, so she's doing some crafting to distract herself. So she's behind me making an enclosure for the rat cage she thinks that we're getting. She's just waved. I said that we cannot do the rats until we finish sorting out my bedroom and the rest of the house. And then once Bandit's cage, once his tank is sorted out, because I went to Pets at Home 1, 2, 3, 4 and learned that his setup is completely wrong. So I know each aquarium shop has their own 1, 2, 3, 4 has their own way of doing things, but yeah, he's in too small of a tank. He needs soil, not gravel. He needs more plants. So gotta do that. Look at that. So we've got 1 whole lemon and 1 whole lime, and only 2 left on the orange for these first ones. And you know, you can make the segments any amount you like. I thought I'd like to start with 50p so I don't feel overwhelmed. And if I can do this tracker 4 times by the end of the year, that would be lovely. Because I am finding I need a buffer. Whether it's bank buffer, petrol, with what's going on. Why did I just put Mr. Hedgehog? Oh, here he is. Right, so we pop our 50Ps away. I haven't had exactly any no spend days yet in April, but I have just had only a couple of unbudgeted spends, and that was for groceries costing more than I thought, that kind of thing. So I don't feel too terrible. about it. Okay, so with my 2s and 1Ps, I'm not counting them right now. I'm just popping them in my little coin bags for when we go to the Airbnb in August and stay by the sea side. They can pop these in the 2P machines. I know it won't last that long, but at least it's something for them to do. So let me just get these out. I'm wearing headphones. I do apologize. But yeah, I've been catching up on videos. I've been choosing one project in the house to do each day, which is really helping because I was in a serious case of burnout. And so everywhere was just a mess. I did actually film it today, the part of the living room that we got done. It took me 2.5 hours just to do one half of the living room, and I don't have a big house. Very cool. Yeah. When it dries, Annabelle's building some enclosures for the rat cage that we don't have, for the rats we don't have yet. So I said when it dries, we will show what it is. Yeah, I'm doing lots of research on their bedding, and it was actually really sad because I took the kids to this free pet helper workshop at Pets at Home that one of the girls in the Abstain April chat suggested. And I do think it's definitely more geared towards younger kids, but even though Annabelle's 10, she enjoyed it. Anyway, you start off by cuddling the guinea pigs, hedgehogs, that's just what's on my brain. And then you feed the fish, and then you kind of get a tour of the other animals. And we ended up spending a lot of time at the rat enclosure and the dwarf hamsters. And it was interesting. I learned a lot. But, I mean, the rats are really sweet. But it was sad because the person who was showing us around said that the guinea pigs, the rabbits, and the rats, they all live in enclosures that don't have suitable, proper bedding for them. They just do what's cheapest for the company, not what is best for the animal. And I thought that was really sad. So now I kind of feel like if we got rats, we'd just be rescuing them, not getting them irresponsibly. I don't know. I just felt really bad that because I guess rats get respiratory infections easily and they have to have a certain kind of bedding. So yeah, it just wasn't nice to hear that. I mean, it's a pet store, but I thought that they had cracked down on stuff like that. Okay, so we've popped our 1s and 2s away. And what I would like to do is get back into, I'm just going to give myself some more room for the minute. Pop that to the side. It's okay. Oh, pardon me. Okay. I start this up again because I had to clear it out last time. And so I think I want to restart it because I just think it's really cute. It's from Soph's Budgeting Life bakery box, and I can't find the really nice blue pen that I was using before. So it'll have to be the green one. So I'll just get our change out and we can sort of see what we've got. Right, so I just went ahead and quickly counted that. We've got £3.95. So let's have a look. A lot of these end in a 1, so they all end apart from this one. Yeah, so without having to add any pennies, we'll just see where we go. So let's see, $3.95 minus $2.85 equals £1.10. So we'll do cheese and pepperoni pizza. Even the water is $141. That's the thing. Because last time I did a mixture of these two options where you save each number separately, which gives you 154 pound, or you save the amount as shown to save 39.74. But I'm not going to do 2 pound, 8 pound, 5 pound, you know, but I could do 1 pound. I don't know. We'll just see. What should I do, guys? We'll do half the cheese and onion bake because I have 1 pound 10. I'll just write it over here. 1 pound 10. There we go. That works for me for now. I might add in some 1Ps next time if I have them. They don't all have to go to the kids' arcade money. I'll just get that a little dry. I'm using the Bag It and Bank It envelope because I'm not using the Bag It and Bank It trackers right now. Because I'm just not that organized yet. I'll just pop this in here. I've been having a mull over the categories that I want by December to start stuffing for next year, because the goal is to have like annuals done by the end of 2027 for 2028. So like car insurance, council tax, like annual bills like that. So we'll see how we go. Alright, so we'll chuck that away for now, because we're not really doing anything in this binder apart from the change until after BBMU. So we'll give that and pop that to the side. Oh, I need a massage, or I need to exercise. Alright, so we'll take the beast out. And then we've got, I don't have my cash tray at the minute, we'll just have to do it like that. So we have 7 pounds. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look, shall we? I've been also cash stuffing off camera with these two. So sharing, and because I couldn't find that pen at the time either, I moved to dark green down here. So we have our, from the Uncouth collection, we have the BS remover, and my crystal ball says, and we have 2 pounds. So I suppose we can scratch and see what we get. Well, where's my scratching tool? I don't know where I put it. I think it's in the carrot. That's not gonna work. I'll just use this. I've got it. I got it. Okay, so both these trackers are going in the same envelope anyway. Okay, if I have another scratch, I'll let you do it. Okay. Right. Because dark purple is missing, you probably can't even see that. Hopefully you can. So annoying, because when I go to play Don't Be a Aubergine, it's not going to be the same purple. And I played that off camera as well. Oh well. Okay, so pop that to the side. It's going to be really quick, guys, because I think I know. I think because it's so fun, we're going to put it into, where are you? We're going to put it into this one. So, I need a dice. Can you hand me a little, It's in one of those. It's there somewhere. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to flip a coin. I don't know if you can see that well. Thank you. Yeah, my dice tower got knocked over somewhere, so right, here we are. I feel like my flash isn't as good as it was the other night, and there's a bit of a glare now. I'll try and brighten it up when I edit it. Okay, right, so we'll just go with this 1, and we were here, so 1 is 3, so we have 6 to play with, so that's fine. Yeah, I started using this is terrible coloring, sorry. I started using the green because I thought it was cute, like it does match the theme, but now I'm gonna be mad if I can't find my dark purple. Okay, so we need to remember that we have, I mean, I know, I'm just gonna pop it there so I remember. Okay, we will roll one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't do that. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3. We can do that. Okay. So we'll mark off a 2. What?
Sorry.
I have a little parrot staring at me. Right, so we have 1 more pound, and because I don't know if it's going to be a pound under the scratch off, we'll just do another BS remover instead. And I'll let that dry. Just so cool. I was making my shopping list as well, like high priority. It's not that I'm like picking creators over others, but things that I really want. But the list just seems to cover every stall. Oh, that's going to be at BBMU anyway. So it's more about, I guess, working out my budget instead, which is what this lovely binder is for. And I think I enjoy doing it this way a little more than minis right now because I kind of put myself under pressure with the minis, knowing I wanted them to feed into my sinking funds, but now that I have the coins death dice by Miss Budgets and Rainbow Plans, RB Plans, now that I have that on its way, I'll use that later instead of kind of worrying about doing a separate mini day. When I know I have small amounts instead, I think that helps. Alright, so we've played those, and like I said, all 3 of these are going into this envelope, which is why I have a clip, because there's coins in here, and I have no notes to change it. So we will pop our 7 pounds in. Oh, sorry, I just bumped you guys. So many coins. Oh. And we'll pop those in. And then I'll try and get our dice clip over here. But yeah, so that was, some loose change. It's about 10 pounds we just stuffed, if you think about it, because it all really does add up, And I feel like I'm finally on the path to being much more successful with cash stuffing, I'm little and often, and it's working. So, I've got this completed challenge here, and I did sort of go through this binder earlier and sort of pre-scratch things off like I did with the macaroon scratch off from Soap's Budgeting Life. I know that the total is 45, but like if I saw that randomly, I wouldn't, and I didn't know I needed to save for it, you know what I mean? Oh, I knocked you again, sorry. Anyway, I also did the same with a couple of pages from Why All of a Sudden Do You Not Want to Fit? Weird. There we go. I did it with the next bookmark. Oh, so cute. Which the... Oh, yeah. I knew the amounts, it saves up to 40, but I wasn't sure if these amounts changed at all, like order. Doesn't matter. My head just wanted me to scratch them off. And then I've scratched off a few of these, just to sort of work out what I'm going to be able to. Okay. This phone is so temperamental. I pre-scratched off some of these. I do owe it 3. Because I think when I did it, I stuffed the wrong amount because I was going too fast. Anyway, I'm supposed to have stuffed 13 in total, but I didn't. So yeah, and I know that this is blue because I scratched it off a year ago when I tried to play it. Then I covered it with black Sharpie, but you can see that it's blue. And I'm writing the number that I end up saving in that square. So I won't complete this before BBMU, but I'll keep playing it after. It's fine. And then we know that I need nail polish remover to play Lovely Rosebuds. No, I don't. No, I'm not playing it tonight. Thank you. And then I did stuff lots more towards, what do we have? Towards Coffee, 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 because it comes out the weekend of BBMU. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds, which I'm very excited about. Okay. So that is it for this week. I will be back later in the week for sort of a mini cash stuffing to get me through. I've got Winnie's surgery. I'm booking her in. She's going in on Tuesday, I think. Pop off to the side. Where are you going? You need to get around me. Hold on, guys.
Camera up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Annabelle wants to show you.
So it's not finished yet, but this is how we are so far. Here we have a platform. There was a ramp, but I forgot to grab it here, and they can go there and jump. Here we have a tunnel made out of toilet paper rolls, and then here we're going to put bedding in there, and then there's a little smiley face when we get to the end of the bedding. Here we have a little, this was made out of a Hoover box, by the way. This is a little drawstring thing, but I did a any string, and when they want to go in, we just empty that. Then on the side, I will paint this, but it says rats in a little heart at the end. And I think I'll make like a little ramp to go in there as well.
So cute.
This is what we have so far.
Lovely. Thank you. And obviously we will rat safe the glue situation. This is a prototype right now. All right, so we'll just make sure that it's safe when we get to the rats, right?
I also made this.
Yeah, I was just about to tell them about that.
Okay,
Thank you. Yeah, so we went to Slimming World today.
So sorry about that.
Full in a China shop. We went to Slimming World today. And Annabelle brought her bracelet making kit with her. And she just asked this lady if she wanted a bracelet. And if she wanted her to make her one. And so she just randomly made her a blue bracelet out of these candy beads. Pony beads, sorry. And it ended up being the lady's favorite color. And bless her, she gave Annabelle £2. So she's made her first sale on her bracelets. And she started making a price list for all the different ones. So hopefully that will... Oh, there's a pound in here. Oh no, that's my trolley token. Okay. I had to use that at the shop. Yeah, so Annabelle's made a price list for her bracelets, necklaces, depending on what they are. We have to refill her stock soon, I think. But yeah, I think she was quite excited that the lady offered to pay for it, which was sweet. I was working on the desk, so I couldn't say, oh no, please don't pay. Hopefully she insisted on paying you. So we have our different prices here. A little entrepreneur.
And then, like here, I have bones for 50p, and I made a couple.
Yeah?
And if you wanted a set, let me just do the math quickly.
It's fine. Don't worry. They can do the math. So yes, we're working on it. We're working on becoming entrepreneurs and self-sufficient. Anyway, thanks for coming to the TED Talk on that one. I hope you have £3. Okay, £3 for the set. Lovely.
With this.
Oh, for all those, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. I hope everybody has a good weekend. If you're back to work on Monday, I hope that Sunday is relaxing. And I will see everyone next week at some point, whether it's on stories, in the Abstain April chat. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.